So my colors have almost dried up, and I'm going to use these two spaces. You can leave it like this also if you wish and just shade, or I'm going to use the Tangle Senna in these two sections. So just for a reference, drawing these C shapes with my pencil, then I'm going to just start auraing. You can use your O1, or I'm using my PN. Right, so Senna is a pattern we have already learned. I had already posted a video of how to draw the pattern. It involves simple line work and auras, and it is a magical tangle because you just draw lines in the pattern, and it's amazing to see what lines can do. Right, so I'm going to continue drawing these lines. Probably fill up this section. Like this. So spaces are small, just be careful. Right, so now continuing my line work. Now moving on to the other direction. Just drawing lines, nothing else. Right. So you can also draw lines which are not so close to each other. It's up to you how you want to. You can also insert patterns inside. Right. So I started with a kind of a C shape, or you can start with an S shape and then just continue repeating the lines that you drew initially. Right. So very simple pattern to draw, but has a very beautiful look. So I have finished one side. I'll do the same exercise on the other. Probably start somewhere here. Give a bit of curve to my line. Like this. So there is no standard way. You can't really replicate a Senna ever, because every time it's impossible to redo so many lines in exactly the same way. Right? So even if you want to, you cannot. Every time you draw it, it will look different. Right? I'm going to continue these lines, taking the C shape as a base, taking a cue from there. Right. So I've reached the end of the C. So I'm now going to continue from the other side. You can see it's pure line work. Just manipulating lines. Right? So going to turn with my line here, taking this line as a base now, turning with the line, finishing the last lap. Just lines and lines, auras, right? So this is the pattern Senna. So we now move on to shading our tile. So I'm going to start with adding some graphite to the inside here, and also here, right, to separate my Dymook. So one aura here, and also to separate my Pinaki, I'm going to continue this graphite on the other side so that my Pinaki is separated from my Senna. Right. Same exercise on the other side. Separating my Pinaki from the rest. Right, and continuing with the outside aura for the Dymook. For Pinaki, I'm going to add some graphite here and some here. Probably you can add on both sides. Right, again on both sides. Right, and then probably a center line on my Dymook like this. Looks appears a nice way to shade to me. You can shade it in a different way. Right, so I'm now going to be blending. So I'm now going to blend. right? So blending wherever I have put graphite. Again blending the inside. And finally you can shade it in a different way if you wish to, entirely up to you. I felt like shading it this way. Leave a highlight when you're shading from both sides. Right. So on the last lap of shading, blending the graphite. Right. I'm leaving this highlight in between so that looks like a shimmer. Don't color the entire thing, don't make the entire thing gray, right? So I think I have blended all sides. Yeah, so now just a touch of white chalk on my senna. Right. If you want, you can also use your jelly roll to highlight. Put some dots there. Right. So I'm using my chalk. Since it's showing on my color, it's okay. If it doesn't show, then you can use your jelly roll. Right, so just blend it a little, just you want it to show like a shine, right? A little chalk, a little graphite on this line, on this senna, and here, and blend it. Right, so these are the new patterns, Daimuk and Pinaki, and Senna to go with it. I'm now going to initial my tile, right, and sign and date it. So this is another tile where I used few of the other patterns that I had posted on my page. So this is Fox, this is Lizzy Busy, and this is the Tangle Booty. So try out some of the patterns posted. I'll be making 1 or 2 more videos on these patterns, right? So see you again, take care, bye bye.